je suis, yo soy, watashi wa nanun ego sum. I am Chris, and this is Chris in English. And today I want to know where's the best place to live. Not the country, but the building. If you could live in any building in the world, what building would you want to live in? Maybe the Louvre in Paris with all of those pictures. Not me. All of those pictures looking at me. I wouldn't be able to sleep with all of those pictures looking at me. Maybe inside of a pyramid. Would you like to live inside of a pyramid? Not me. All of those mummies inside. Mummies looking at me while I'm sleeping. I would not like that at all. But I'm asking you, what building in all the world would you most like to live in? Good morning, everybody. I'm so glad to see everybody today, especially my dad. Good to see you, sir. I hope you're doing well. Let's see. What is first? What are we going to do first today? Let's talk about the White House. Yeah, today's the anniversary of the day they laid the first stone for the White House in Washington, D.C. So that date was 1792 is when they started to build the White House in Washington, D.C. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, but Chris, yes, isn't the United States, didn't the United States get created in 1786? Yeah. So where was the White House? There was no White House. We didn't have a White House until 1792. They started to build it. Actually, George Washington, the first president of the United States, one of his jobs was overseeing the building, the construction of the White House. He was the only president never to sleep in the White House. It wasn't finished being built until he was finished being president. So he helped build it, but he never slept there. I take that back. Maybe he slept there as a guest. I don't think anybody would turn George Washington away. Not many people know this, but while the White House was being constructed, many slaves took part in the construction. So that's not necessarily good. You know, the United States government got a whole bunch of free labor to build the most important building in the United States. Hopefully those families will be recognized for what their families did. Did you know that the White House burned down? It's true. 1814. The year was 1814. The British military came to the United States. We were having a little disagreement with the British then. The War of 1812. The British came back. Maybe they were a little bit angry about what happened in 1776. I'm not so sure. But the British came back to the United States. They marched all the way up to Washington, D.C., and they burned down the White House. It wasn't called the White House then. Actually, it was called the Presidential Palace. The reason we call it the White House now is because when they rebuilt the building after the fire, they painted it white to cover the burn marks. And that's why it's called the White House today. Huh? A little information for you all. You'd think I was a teacher, teaching information. Wow. That's our White House story today. But that's not why you're here. I know why you guys are here. You're not here to learn about... Hey, Mom! Good to see you. Mom is in the house. You're not here to learn about when the White House was built. You are here for the word of the day. Yes, my friends, it's true. I am going to teach you a word that you can use in the English-speaking world. Yes, and I hope you don't think I'm trying to lie to you with this word. I hope you don't think I'm trying to mislead you with this word. Is that a hint? Is that a clue? Is that information that could cause you to think what our word of the day might be? It is. It is a clue. Our word of the day today is a noun. And it means to deceive with words, to lie. Our word of the day today is malarkey. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a really good word. It's not the most common word, but you will hear it a bit. I'd say this is a once-a-month word. you'll usually hear it in less formal situations. Malarkey. M-A-L-A-R-K-E-Y. That is the spelling for your word of the day. Hello, Mr. Nemo. Good to see you, sir. Your word of the day today is malarkey. Words and speech designed to deceive and mislead, also known as a lie. Malarkey. Here's a sentence for you. Don't believe what politicians tell you. It's just a bunch of malarkey. Huh? See how that works? See? It means it's not true. It's deceptive. It's false. It's a lie. It's malarkey. Yeah. This one's for you, Nemo. Here's a sentence just for you. Some people say Star Wars is not the best movie ever made. But that is just malarkey. M-A-L-A-R-K-E-Y. Malarkey. Now it's your turn. Do you have a sentence using our word of the day, malarkey? If you do, go ahead. Write your sentence right here where I'm pointing in the comment section of the video. If you're watching this as it's being recorded, you can still leave a comment. You can still tell me your sentence using our word of the day. Oh, Nemo. Nemo's telling us that people who don't think Star Wars is the best movie ever made, he thinks they're wise? Wise? I think those people have homework. Nemo, that's what I think. Me, your teacher. Malarkey! That's our word of the day. Anybody have any sentences using our word of the day? Let's do a little bit of election news. This is new information that I found. According to The Economist. The Economist is a financial magazine. I believe it's based here in the United States. It might be based in the UK. I'm sure that there are issues in both countries. According to The Economist, Vice President Joe Biden currently has a 91% chance of winning the Electoral College. As we've been talking about for the last few weeks, the Electoral College, that's the actual way a president is decided. It's not a popular vote, it's a vote of each state, and they're apportioned points to the Electoral College. Biden has a 91% chance of winning the electoral contest, the Electoral College, and that's winning the presidency. Donald Trump has a 9% chance of winning the Electoral College. This means, from what everybody is saying, from all of the information that I'm reading, Joe Biden is really supposed to win this thing. So why am I so scared? Why am I so nervous? Why do I not believe this? Every poll, every national poll says Joe Biden is way ahead. Every state poll, the polls for the swing states are showing that, yeah, Joe Biden is well ahead. So why do I not believe this? Well, 4 years ago, all of the polls said Hillary Clinton was certain to win the presidency, and she did not. So a lot of people, myself included, are looking at this information a little hesitantly. Let's see, Nemo's got a sense here. I don't trust the news since the last election, is what Nemo said. Yes, that's exactly it. It's hard to trust. But here's the thing. It's probably all accurate. It's probably all true. Hiya, Aya, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Always good to see you. We're talking a little bit about the election right now and how all of the polls and all of the newspapers, everybody who studies this, they all say that Joe Biden will win the presidency. Even my mom is saying that Joe Biden will win the presidency. But Nemo, you're right. Everybody's still a little, here's a great word for you, skittish. Skittish. S-K-I-T-I-S-H. Skittish. It means a little bit nervous, not confident, skittish. And it's because of what happened 4 years ago. Hillary Clinton was supposed to win the presidency. All of the numbers said she would. Here's a sentence from my mom. Let's hope all those polls are not malarkey. Let's hope those polls are true. Let's hope they are not malarkey. I agree, Mom. I agree. The Economist forecast also tells us that the vice president is all but certain to win a majority of the popular vote. So he's supposed to win the popular vote, which is good. That means most people in the United States will vote for him. And he's supposed to win the Electoral College, which is good because that means he's going to win the actual presidential contest. We still have 1, 2, 3 weeks to go. 3 weeks before the election. That's our election update for today. Of course, if you guys have any questions about the election, please let me know. If you have any insights to the election, please share. I love talking about this stuff, and I especially love sharing the workings of my government with my students. So let's talk about the pumpkin. Here it is. We still don't know if this is a boy pumpkin or a girl pumpkin. The pumpkin still does not have a name, but I still have students who are sending me names that we might give to this pumpkin. So please keep sending them in. Here are a few that came in yesterday. Charles Pumpkin. Hey. Charles Barkley. You remember the basketball player, Charles Barkley, had no hair? The pumpkin has no hair. Charles might be a perfect name for this pumpkin, people. It could be. Phil Boyd Studge. Phil Boyd Studge is a name that was sent in. I did a little bit of research. Apparently, Phil Boyd Studge is the name of a character, a fictional character from a short story. Okay. That's great. Someone recommended the name POTUS. P-O-T-U-S. And for those of you who don't know, POTUS is an acronym for President of the United States. We got another one! Aya is telling us that our pumpkin's name should be Yoda. Yoda the pumpkin, huh? Here, we'll scoot him over. There we go, huh? When orange you are, look as good you will not. Yes, ooh. No? Sorry. I like it, Aya. Yoda is now officially on the list. Yeah. So POTUS, P-O-T-U-S. POTUS is President of the United States. I think my friend was saying that because the pumpkin is orange, and because Donald Trump is orange, we should name the pumpkin President of the United States. POTUS. Maybe. Hello, Anna, Sophie. Good to see you. I hope you're well. We're trying to give my pumpkin a name. We've got to name him this Friday. Friday the 16th. On this show, I'm going to announce to the world the name that we decide for our pumpkin. So keep sending in the names. Keep sending them in. We still have time to choose the name for our pumpkin. There was another name that was sent in. This is an interesting one. Somebody said that we should name the pumpkin Great. G-R-E-A-T. Great. The adjective great. Here's why. There's a very famous Halloween cartoon in the United States. You might know it because it features Charlie Brown. It's The Great Pumpkin. Charlie Brown is the name of that cartoon. And the Great Pumpkin is a character in this cartoon that represents the spirit of Halloween. Yeah, the Great Pumpkin. So somebody wants to name the pumpkin Great, and then it would be Great Pumpkin. I like it. I like it. Friday, the 16th, we're going to announce the official name for our pumpkin. All right, let's see. Making choices. It's election season, people. It's election season. We have to make choices. We have to choose who's going to be the leader of the United States for the next 4 years. In honor of this today, I put together some phrases that we use in English when we make decisions. Phrases that you can use when you talk about decision making. Here we go. I'm debating between. I am debating between. And after the word between, we have to use two things. Two things, usually expressed as a noun or a gerund. Right? For example, today's Tuesday. What am I going to have for dinner? I am debating between tacos and pizza. Tacos. But I'm debating between means I'm trying to think of which one I want. Debating between this or that. I can't make up my mind. I can't make up my mind. That's a phrase we use when we are unable to make a decision. Both choices are so good, or both choices are so bad, we can't decide which one we want. I can't make up my mind. We got an election coming up in 3 weeks. Don't worry. I think I will be able to make up my mind. I am on the fence. On the fence. To be on the fence is a phrase we use to show we haven't made a choice yet. Maybe we'll go this way. Maybe we'll go this way. We don't know. We are on the fence. We could go either way. Yeah. That's a phrase that we use for making decisions. Here's another one. I'll take that into consideration. I'll take that into consideration. That means I'll think about it. I'll think about it. I'll think about that information and I'll make a decision later. I'll take that into consideration. Consideration is a great word. Consideration. The verb form is to consider, which means to think about something. Good coffee. On the other hand, is a phrase we use when we show that we're thinking about a second choice. We're thinking about a different choice. Here's an example for you. On one hand, Star Wars is the best movie ever made. But on the other hand, Nemo will tell you it's not. Don't listen to Nemo. Nemo does not know about Star Wars. On the one hand, on the other hand, used to show an alternative choice or decision. I'm having second thoughts. To have second thoughts means you made a decision, you made a choice, but now you're not sure it's the best choice. Maybe you should go back to the other choice. To have second thoughts means you're thinking maybe the other choice is better. To have second thoughts. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. That's a great phrase. That means exactly what it says. I thought one way, but I changed my mind. Now I think another way. I wanted something, but I changed my mind. Now I want something else. I liked something, like Star Wars. I liked Star Wars. I really liked Star Wars. But I did not change my mind, Nemo. No. Star Wars, best movie ever made. They convinced me. Or they persuaded me. To convince or to persuade means to make someone agree with your thinking. To make someone agree with your ideas. Right? If you want to have pizza for dinner, but I say, no, Aya, it's Tuesday. We're supposed to have tacos today. And then you would say, oh, of course, Chris, I forgot. I persuaded you. I convinced you to eat tacos for dinner tonight. I will. It's up to you. If you don't want to make the choice, if you don't want to make the decision, if you want someone else to choose for you, hey, it's up to you. What do you want to have for dinner? I don't know. It's up to you. What movie do you want to see? I don't know. It's up to you. Where do you want to go for holiday? I don't know. It's up to you. I don't want to choose. Leave me alone. I just want to drink my coffee. It's up to you. When we don't want to make a decision, it's up to you, or it's up to somebody else. Those are our phrases that we use when we make decisions. I'm debating between. I can't make up my mind. I'm on the fence. Might be my favorite one from this group. I'll take that into consideration. On the other hand, I'm having second thoughts. I changed my mind. He convinced me. He persuaded me. It's up to you. Today is the anniversary of when they started building the White House. And so, of course, our question today is, if you could live in any building in the world, what building would you want to live in? Would you want to live in the White House? Would you want to live in a pyramid? Would you want to live inside of the buildings at Machu Picchu? I'd live at Machu Picchu. Ooh, Aya is saying, I'm debating between. Is it too formal to use? That's a good question. It could be used in a formal way. I'm debating between giving the contract to Microsoft or to Apple. Yeah, it could be used that way. But you could also use it informally. If you go to McDonald's and you're looking at the menu and you say, do I want a Big Mac or do I want a Quarter Pounder? Do I want a Big Mac or do I want... I'm debating between a Big Mac and a Quarter Pounder. So that sense, when we use it like that, it's not very formal, but it can be used in formal situations. The phrase itself is neither formal nor informal. If I use it to my friend, is it natural? It depends on where. If your friend says, Aya, what do you want for dinner? You could tell your friend, well, I'm debating between hamburgers and tacos. I don't know yet. I'm debating between those two things. Yeah. Good! That's a good question, Aya. Thank you so much. Does anybody else out there have a question? That's why I'm here. I am here for you. Answer your questions. Give you some of that English. Got another story to share. There was a lady from Canada, a woman. 15 years ago, she took a vacation to Pompeii. You know Pompeii, right? Pompeii was the place, the big volcano, Vesuvius. Ash fell everywhere, lava fell everywhere, people died, and the ash fell on their bodies, freezing them in place. Kind of a cool story, kind of a cool place. I've never been, but I would go there. This woman, 15 years ago, she took her vacation in Pompeii. But she took things from Pompeii. She took things. She took souvenirs. Even though it's a park, a national park, a World Heritage Site, she took things. You're not supposed to do that. It's illegal and not nice. Well, now, 15 years later, she mailed the things back. Everything she took, she mailed it all back. Why? Because, and she said this in a letter, she said that these items brought a curse to her life. Ooh! After she stole the tiles and ceramics and pottery from Pompeii, she had bad luck. She had a curse. Ooh, a curse. A Halloween curse. Yeah, she wrote, please take these back. They bring bad luck. But apparently, she's not the only person to do this. Apparently, according to one of the spokeswomen for the park, she says there's been about 100 people who have stolen things from Pompeii and mailed them back because they said that the items were cursed. In fact, if you go to Pompeii, there's a whole section of the museum dedicated to things people stole and sent back saying that they were cursed. And they have letters from these people as well. Is that true? Or is it malarkey? I don't know, but malarkey, that's our word of the day. Something that is not true. Something that is intended to mislead, deceive. It's a lie. I don't know if there's really a curse on Pompeii. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's our word of the day, malarkey. Who knows? Who knows? I know this. I know that I'm very excited that I got to spend some time with you guys this morning. I will look forward to spending some time with you again. Please send in a name for the pumpkin. We're getting lots of good names. And this Friday, we are going to announce what the actual name of our pumpkin is. And then in a couple of weeks, we'll stab him with a knife. Above all else, please remember, my name is Chris, and I love you all. Oh, hi, Sundry. Bye, Sundry. Go away.